So you guys remember the last video I made with Skid Mark where I said that that weekend was going to be the last weekend that we were going to race it because we wanted to make sure that it wouldn't blow up before the Gleason Cars event, and if it did, we'd have time to fix it. Well, now we got to swap engines. So, as grand as it be to tell you that Skid Mark is blown up, that's not exactly true. It's not blown up at all. But it's got the beginning of rod knock. I pulled, and I wonder if I still kept it here. I pulled a spark plug out because it was backfiring really bad, and I thought, well, so you know, Skid's known for fouling his plugs out. So I thought I'll just change the plugs out, won't be no big deal, and he'll be fixed again. Then I found one that was crushed, and I went, bent too. It's bent. Oh yeah, it's just crushed, bent over to the side. Great. And that's when I went, oh boy, something worse has happened here today. And I went to fire it up after we put plugs in it, and it was knocking not quite as hard as a Jehovah's Witness, but when you revved it up, it was pretty close. So what has to happen now is, with exactly 31 days till Gleason Cars, we must swap the backup motor into Skid Mark. And yes, you heard me write a backup motor. I don't know if I ever mentioned that there was one in existence, but there is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna load Skid Mark up here on the trailer and take him down to the shop. And once we get down to the shop, I'll show you guys the backup motor and the plan to make sure this truck makes it to Gleason Cars Bradenton. Alrighty guys, so both the bays are kind of tied up, so that's why I got Skid underneath the covered part here. But got him down here to the shop. I've been working on the Cateye, that's why it's dark now, but I want to take you guys over here and show you Skid's backup motor and tell you the plan. Alrighty, so hiding behind the paint shop here is, and has been, which has been wrapped up in a plastic bag there, Skid Mark's backup motor. Now, this motor was purchased on the cheap. Its original plan was, of course, to be a backup motor, but as time went on, if you'd asked me 2 weeks ago, I'd have told you that, you know, it had been Skid Mark's next motor, like to be rebuilt after Gleason Cars, because, you know, it's a good chance that one would have blown up. But now it needs to be used at Gleason Cars because we need to make it there, and it's a running 5.3. This 5.3 is a it was a lot of miles. It's like 200 something thousand miles on it. Running, good motor. I've already torn it down once and looked at it. I mean, it's actually, if you get past the sludge buildup in it from being a high mileage motor, the cylinder walls and everything look great in it, actually. The guy, he pulled it out because it was leaking so bad. It leaked at its oil pan gasket, it leaked on its timing cover gasket, and it leaked at the rear main. So it leaked at probably the 3 worst places on the motor, and you could see the buildup on it. And when he pulled it out, his plan was to do the rear main, all the gaskets, and rebuild the whole thing, but he got his hands on a 6.0 and decided to do that. It came out of an 03 Silverado. So we bought this, and what we're going to do now is, the good thing is the knock is mild.
Very, it's not bad. But it's there.
It's one of those where somebody that would drive the truck normal could probably drive the truck for months.
But the way we drive it,
yeah,
ain't no chance.
No, and here's the thing: to say that we're not in it to win it would be lying to you.
So, but here, okay, so we had a discussion, and we were talking about, all right, this motor has rod knock, keep it in it full send and just blow it up, but we want to do a excessively long burnout, get the tires to pop, and then destroy the motor. We're going for full carnage this time, and we just don't think that the current motor is going to hold up to it and be able to stay alive long enough. So that's why we're just going to go ahead and swap into the backup motor.
So the thing is, we don't want it to just blow up in 30 seconds. Like I said, as cool as that would be, that's not what we want. We want to have a good show and push it all the way to the end. And this motor is the way to do it. Now, the good thing is, because the motor is not blown up and it's mild, we'll be able to pull the cam out of it and put the cam out of it into this. We'll take the head so we don't have to change the springs over. We'll take a look at the lifters, and hopefully the lifters are fine, which they should be. Doesn't sound like lifter tick. It's spun a bearing somewhere. Yeah. So we can swap everything over, and it's the same exact thing that Skidmark has now. It'll just be a stock truck motor with a cam and headers. You know. So that's the plan. I actually have everything it takes to rebuild. As far as gaskets in stock, we have a whole 5.3 rebuild kit that we keep at all times, because you never know when we got to swap out a gasket. So everything we need is here, and the good thing is Skidmark is easy to swap motors in, because a lot of times we just pull the front clip.
I say we can have it out laying on the ground about 2 hours.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, hopefully. And we'll swap this in, and then this one can take its fate at Cletus and Cars, and hopefully it'll hold up for us. I think it will. It looks good. It's definitely not as clean as Skidmark's current motor was when we first put it in, but I'm interested to see what the inside of it looks like now.
Also, shout out to the guy that sold it to us. He was super chill. Had a lowered new body or lowered Cateye.
It was a Cateye.
It was a Cateye, lowered Cateye. Super cool dude. If you're watching, we appreciate the motor. We're finally getting to put it used to use. We bought it like 6 months ago. I wasn't 6, but it was a while. It was probably like 4. Okay. Yeah, it's been here for a while. I mean, and like I said, I told you guys, it's been here for months in that plastic bag. Just in case was the whole reason for it. So now we're actually going to use it. So I know it's a lot of talking, but that's the plan. We're going to make it happen, and we'll film it. You know, it's just another series here on the good old BTG Performance YouTube channel. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned to the new rebuild series of Skidmark Motor Phase 2. You got anything to say? I'm really mad at him because I knew that this was gonna happen. Yeah, but I didn't race it after I said we would stop. Literally, we agreed on a date. Yeah, so he went and then did a burnout with our buddy Chris to show him, and that's all that it took. So I guess a burnout did kill the burnout truck, but we're about to slaughter it this next time. Yeah. So, oh well, nitrous strikes again. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to drop your comments. Go follow me over on Instagram at Austin04_Z71. Take care. Have a great day.